Hey everyone who clicked into this video, yes, even the Tesla haters, I still love you too. This video is very informative in regards to picking the right tint and getting the right tint installed. Even if you don't like, comment, or subscribe, I really do hope that you could take away some of the information presented to you by Rick so you could save money in the future. Okay everyone, I'm in front of Cactus Tint. I'm getting my front two windows tinted. Conveniently, it is right across from Tesla. This is actually the best place to come to in Arizona. If you mention that you watched this video on Teslajanelle's YouTube channel, Rick or any of his associates will hook you up with a pretty sweet discount.
So, welcome to Cactus Window Tint. I'm here to show Janelle a few options that we offer, and we're obviously going to let her decide on what is important to her. So a thing about this shop compared to most shops is that not only is it people coming in and want to do something dark or whatever, we like to find out what's important to the customer, show everyone. It doesn't matter what kind of car or what they're driving, it just matters what's important to them and what their priorities are, whether it be cost, performance, how their night vision is, things of that nature. So it's very specific. It used to be come in, get the darkest stuff, and that was the best stuff. Well, technology has changed, the industry's changed, and there's a lot of varieties available today. This shop's a little unique in the sense that we carry 5 types of film, as you can see. They all have different shades to choose from and different technologies. And so they work differently, and with that different technologies, you get different price points. So we also use this in this box to demonstrate what you feel. Infrared heat's what you feel. It's not UV rays, so when you're driving along and you feel heat on your arms, everyone thinks, oh, I'm getting UV rays, I'm getting sunburn. Actually, no, you're feeling infrared heat. A lot of car windows actually repel some of the UV, some don't. So it is important to have UV consideration in it. So in Arizona, a lot of people have skin cancer. So it's another thing to consider. There is also a legal limit on the front doors. Legally, you're only supposed to go 32% in Arizona. 32% indicates the amount of light let through the film. So it also is a net light. So in other words, the color of the glass is considered in with the film. I've never seen an officer actually cite people that are within a few percentage points to the 32%. But it's good to know if your windows are legal or not just when you're driving. So this is a light meter. This one actually is cool. It measures visible light transmitted, UV, and infrared, which is pretty cool. So this is kind of the same thing without the infrared and the UV stuff that officers carry. And so all it's we're going to do right now is measure the light. So you just lay it over the window. And the back window is 24.9. So that means it's letting in 24.9% of the light. And basically, how we're going to do Janelle's front doors, it's going to be lighter anyway. We just wanted to meter this to kind of give her a basis on what's going on. The window film we're going to put on comes out of the box at 40, so it'll probably be like 35%. So it'll be about 10% lighter, and then with the visible light coming through the windshield, it's going to look lighter with the white seats too. But I think at the end of the day, you'll be happier because you'll be cooler. Most of the police officers want to see the occupants. They want to see you in the car. And they also want it to be safer at driving at night because we do use our front doors when we're turning corners at night. Daytime's never the issue, but that's when they'll notice if your windows are too dark too.
Right.
So if I can show you and you can feel the difference, this is what most of the car dealers do, and I'm not going to mention any names.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Yeah, you can feel all the heat coming through it. Kind of like when you go to the buffet and your steak's being warmed. It's the same idea of how much heat you feel from those lights. This film that's on there actually reduces 85% of the light coming through, but you feel everything.
Yes.
Every window film, even the cheapest stuff, is 99% UVA protection, but most of the films I carry are UVA and UVB, Skin Cancer Foundation recommended. So this is our basic. Yes, it's important. A lot of people come in and that's specifically they want to know about that. So this is our baseline product. You can still feel the heat coming through it, but it is better than the first one. This is called Color Stable. It's from 3M. 3M invented window tint. They also invented color stable technology. In other words, instead of putting dyes into it, which they used to put red and blue, red and blue eventually turns purple. We kind of learned that in kindergarten.
Yeah.
But like this film will never change color, hence the name Color Stable. All the films that we offer here have a lifetime warranty against color change. Nice. So if you have the car for 15 years and it turns pink, purple, whatever, and you're using whatever glass cleaner to clean it, it turns it a color. So 3M invented Color Stable technology by putting carbon into the film. Carbon will never fade.
Right.
They also made sure Skin Cancer Foundation recommended UVA and UVB. So this is CXP Suntech. This is made by Eastman Kodak. You've probably heard of Kodak before.
Yeah.
They're pretty big. This has a single nano layer, so meaning small, and it has 70% infrared block. So it works really good.
I definitely felt a big difference from the last two.
Right. And that's the thing, this blocks 70% of what you're feeling, whether you go with the light shade or a darker shade. A lot of people think, I need it darker because it's hot.
Yeah.
The heat rejection is only 6% difference between the limo tint and the 35%. Wow. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I need mittens and a parka because I have dark windows.
Right.
It's the same infrared block.
That's
so,
crazy.
yeah, for the money, this is a really good value. And this is also one that matches the factory tint very well. The color tones are very, very familiar, and they match most of the car's factory tint.
Wow.
Dynamic IR, it's the same small one layer as this one, but this has better UV protection and slightly higher total solar energy. And a lot of people come in, they seek out the ceramic because they want ceramic. This actually has ceramic in it, so it does yield higher heat rejection. And it's got similar shades that are complementary to the Suntech. It's just a 3M product. Of course, 3M's always the first to come out with stuff.
Of course.
They invented window tint. So. Yeah, you feel this one?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's great.
And as we go up, so as we go up in cost, the performance gets better too. So this one's called Crystalline. It's another 3M revolution. So 3M Crystalline is 240 infrared layers put together.
Wow.
So if you feel this one,
that's like nothing at all.
Yeah. And if you notice, the light is really, really easy to see. And you compare it to this one, it's hard to see.
Yeah.
And so you still feel a little bit with this one, but with this one, even though it's super light, you can still see the bulb in there really well.
Yeah.
That's actually this shade. So we do that for more effect too, because it's the same infrared block.
Wow.
No matter what shade you go with.
That's crazy.
We do a lot of windshields with this. This is Spectra PhotoSync. It's our top tier. Wow. Highest heat rejection made today for autos. It's 80%.
Like nothing.
Yeah, and 99% IR rejection. 99, 97, they're both top tier. This matches the factory tint pretty well too, it's just a lot lighter. It has a black Model Y with black seats, and you have the white seats, and we have the same tint on it. Night and day difference, aesthetically from the outside. Now inside the cabin it'll be the same.
That's crazy. So I do a lot of driving, like back and forth, state to state. I know after like testing all of these out, to be honest with you, I really like how the Crystalline felt. I do like the Suntech. So you said that both will be really good with the factory tint. Do you have like a specific recommendation for either one?
You know, it's a personal preference. If you're worried more about looks, this is the home run.
Okay.
You know, one thing about Teslas, they turn on, they cool off by themselves.
You're right.
So that's a really huge thing to consider. So you have to figure out what's most important to you. If your car is like your office and you're in it all the time, do something better and sacrifice a little bit of the aesthetics, because this doesn't look quite as cool as this one does.
Got it.
So if you're doing it for you and you're doing it for, I want to see better at night, this runs lighter. So at nighttime when you're turning a corner, you can actually see much better than something that's going to match the back better.
Got it.
So you're sacrificing one for the other. And a lot of people come in initially thinking, I want it dark. And so then we kind of steer them elsewhere. But when people come in and go, you know what, this feels awesome. I'm in my car like 5 hours a day and I'm getting blasted. Well, then do something better. Make it more comfortable. And at nighttime when you're leaving dinner, you'll thank me.
So I've decided that I definitely want to go with the 3M Crystalline. That one, I think, I really like it. I like the fact that you can't feel any heat going through it. And like I said, I do drive a lot, like from Arizona to California often. So I'm constantly getting that heat. So I think this one would definitely be my best bet.
I think it's a good choice.
Thank you.
Cut it and then make it smaller, because this is a frameless window, right? There's no part of the car around it.
Right.
And so by doing that, we make it bigger, and then we go below the belt molding, because these doors, when you open and close them, they go up and down, right?
Yeah.
The window does. So this reduces the chance of it peeling. And also by making it bigger, it allows us to do what's called shaving the film off. So we literally shave the film at the edge of the glass so that it looks like we dip it. So it looks better finished. It looks like it's actually factory instead of like an aftermarket thing.
Definitely.
So
you guys did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Yes.
I did mess up in one thing, and I'll tell you on the camera. There's usually a little 3M watermarks every 1.5 feet of the film. It's for consumer protection, so you know you got Crystalline.
Right.
We take them off with isopropyl alcohol, and I took them off out of habit. I wanted to leave it on and show you how it comes off, but I forgot, and I took them off. So, wah-wah. But the sticker just is a reminder more than anything. If you accidentally roll the window down, it's not going to peel. It's below the belt molding. So it's just they ask you to do that for the first day.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Rick. Thank you, thank you.
Awesome.
So the tint is now finished. I went with the 3M Crystalline, and I know like it might be a little lighter in the front than it is in the back. The reason why I really don't mind like the shade difference. I think as long as it protects me from the sun, that's all really that matters. Like I said, I really don't care. I want to be able to see at night if I'm turning left or I'm turning right. I want to see people. So that's why I went with like a lighter shade, and that's another reason why I went with the Crystalline, because it also does protect me from the sun. Major shout out to Rick. Thank you so much for letting us do this video at your shop. And if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, you're looking for any kind of wraps, tint, clear ball for any of your vehicles, it doesn't have to be a Tesla, come to Cactus Tint. Rick or any of his associates will hook you up with a really good discount. Just mention that you see on Teslanell's YouTube channel. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful day. We will see you around soon. Like, comment, subscribe, guys.